Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it dropped, whole game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind. Handle your business, handle your business. Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.
Man, the boy.
Drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something.
We are just inside
Boondocks
the Midway,
904.
about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Set to go
This is where it matters.
Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian
tackle,
McCaffrey.
baby.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This is Newton off the play fake to
Oh,
McCaffrey.
man. Oh, man. What's going on?
Pernell McPhee able to get in there and take him down for a loss.
Looked like he was even more confused than I was.
There, if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them. That's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Let's see, man. What he gonna give me, man? What is it gonna give me?
On 1st and 10,
We'll take it.
He'll check it down to Geis. And he's able to get
love
up here
that
to the
play.
26. Give him 8 on
At
the
least
play,
starting
and
the game off with it.
down.
I'm gonna try him deep. Off the dribble, 2nd and short.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
He ain't have nobody on him. Just quick hit him. Boom.
For a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again is Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. That's a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Smith.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Green. Washington. A.J. Green. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Big-time drive.
This is taken at the 3.
Big-time
take
drive.
This across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Got a man. It's the rookie from Maryland, DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
Throwing is Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up.
Let's go.
And this play will be
great defense.
Lose yardage back at the 38. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense out.
Or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. That'll be caught right side.
Go, Reed. Good move.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I hear you. I hear you hollering.
Let's go.
I hear you hollering.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
Green cut it in. Damn, that's my fault, bro. That's my fault. I should have been hit him. I thought I could still squeeze it in. That's my fault, man.
On a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he goes down.
Ooh, good run.
Before getting this inside the 25. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
He held on to that ball. I thought that bitch was finna come out.
Let's rock now. Let's go. Let's rock now.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Great.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Here we go, fellas. Come on.
They'll run. Anderson.
Good tackle, boy.
Halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because throw the ball against them either.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Yeah!
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it?
Good shit, boy. Great goal line stand.
So far, he's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, this is Geis.
Good run, boy. Great run.
45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. He couldn't hit.
My boy Jameson, he ain't hold on to it.
That's very well
It's all
timed there
good.
defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Geis with a carry on 2nd down.
Let's
and
go.
He's able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed.
Great
And he'll go down
defense.
here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion.
So I got a 52-yarder
The
ahead of me.
strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with
My
a
boy
quarterback.
Tress Way.
He's usually going to win that one.
The tight end,
What
not
the
there.
fuck?
Now in this situation,
Oh, he ain't know.
that logic
Hell
and
no.
making a really nice tackle.
I don't know.
And this is one
Man,
of
the
risks
wind
you run
chopping
when you
like
attempt a
that.
long field goal. If you miss, the defense
Wow.
takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They start the drive with Anderson.
Let's
And
go.
they'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
To throw on second down is Newton. And
great defense. Great defense.
Catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They thought he could win every battle.
Going for his linebacker. He's got
great defense.
And able to break one.
Swarming.
Quickly brought down. But a nice
he's finna go for it, y'all.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the
great special teams work.
6-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find John.
I ain't want to call a timeout because I ain't want him to try to go for it. We'll just take it like this.
Here's Thompson on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
Run, Juice.
They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, on. Heavy. Watch the back. We're left.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Great defense.
Field, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis.
Let's go, baby. Good run.
43, but not before picking up the first. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made there by Mike Adams, a strong safety.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All right, I had to communicate with somebody real quick. But my boy Boondock's really making it a game.
They'll hand it out to Geis.
Let's go.
And he'll get across midfield and into
Geis.
territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
My boy Geis, man.
They can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Third down, here's Geis.
Good run, boy.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Geis receives the pitch. And some room to work. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Run.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that changes things.
Boy, does it ever, because you're certainly not expected to go backward on 2nd and inches. Now you're bringing up 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. You're probably going to throw the football because, truthfully, that's the NFL way. Very few teams run the ball in 3rd and short situations nowadays.
Smith on 3rd down.
Good defense.
Incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make
the wind ain't against me.
Bat it down.
The wind at my back this time. No, he just can't.
I don't think this has a carry. It does not.
Dang, my kicker ain't talking about shit, y'all. Okay, so this just killed me twice in a row. I didn't know.
Yeah, this isn't gonna do
so, but now I got the green light to go for it.
You have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I hate that formation.
If you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Newton on first down. Over the middle.
Great defense.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Let's go, defense. Good shit, Kerrigan.
Ryan Kerrigan able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? It also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Being chased.
Let's go, Kerrigan. They can't see you, boy.
Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina.
Great fucking punt.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first.
Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Give me a 98-yarder, baby.
Look at him go.
Let's go.
40, past the 20.
Let's go, baby. 98 fucking yards on him.
98 yards.
This is how we do it.
Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
Let's go.
Increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down.
Good fucking run.
Accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to
He's still sticking with it.
again.
I like
Nice
that.
run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And that's the
Only a gain
third
of a
quarter,
yard, but that's all
going
they
into the
needed as
fourth,
that's gonna
baby.
move the chains.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All right, my bad, man. I had to use the bathroom, yo.
On first down, it's Newton.
Give me that.
And nearly
Let's
picked
go,
off.
Quinn.
It would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Back to throw. Newton.
Give me that. Ah!
Throw's gonna be
These young boys are hungry.
Defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Panthers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Funches
Good shit.
over the middle. Newton finding Funches for the Panther first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith.
Great defense, y'all.
Collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey.
Good shit.
This inside the 30.
Nice play.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects
good
the defense.
defense.
Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
20.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And
great shit, man. Christian fucking McCaffrey, dog.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
It was funny during the draft process. Someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out it was Carolina, how are they going to use him? Is he going to be in every
Great shit.
From Panther touchdown. Torrey Smith, his first touchdown on the year.
So he's definitely going to go for 2.
Away from tying up this football game. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Throwing again is Newton.
Good shit.
The conversion good, and
oh my goodness.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big
I never do that. But it is Alex Smith. And it was there.
Rest of the bunch. On the handoff, it's Geis.
Wow.
Not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Bruce Carter. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, no.
Intercepted.
Great fucking defense.
And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie.
Great
The defense had other
defense.
plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom,
Alex Smith ain't got that gun like that. Christian McCaffrey.
Greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there.
Good shit, Monte.
And made a key play.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's rock now.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey.
Give me that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
He's trying to drive on me.
They went
Dang.
underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Pitching it out to McCaffrey.
Good hit, baby.
Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey.
Let's go, y'all.
Here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Redskins
Great
looking for the timeout,
defense.
and they get it. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the
It's all on
end zone
us.
for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range.
Let's go.
See if they can do just that. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Smith now to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
He dropped it. Wow.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Smith.
Good defense.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Smith. They'll check it down to Geis, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
I'm about to try him.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They snap it to Smith.
Oh, he stopped me, y'all.
10 seconds left. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on fourth down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker. And they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Sanders.
Roughing the passer. Oh. Okay, then. I'm about to say.
Personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
I was about to say, boy, they tried me for real.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. First throw here in overtime for Smith.
Oh, great defense, Mike Adams. God damn.
Free and brings up fourth down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
This is taken at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Anderson. And an alley to run. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh! Last play. Some amazing shit. Smith be killing me. That's crazy.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Panthers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the
My boy
NFL
Boondocks did his
Audio
fucking
Sports.
thing, man. Great last play of the game, bro. That's how we all want to end it. Till next time, y'all.